Hey everyone, it's Coach Matt over here at Primal Athlete Training Center and primalatc.com. We've been getting some really great questions from you guys posted on our YouTube and on our Facebook accounts. So please keep sending those questions in. You guys are helping out a lot of other throwers around the world by asking these questions and having me answer them. Keep sending them in. The harder the question, the better. Make it personal. If it's about you, if it's a problem that you're having in the circle or something that you need taken care of right away, that's what I'm here for. So keep those questions coming in. You know, today's question comes to us via email. It's actually from a senior in high school by the name of David Hune. I hope I'm saying that right. H-U-Y-N-H. And David sends a couple of questions in his email. The first question says, why do you drive to the middle of your circle with the inside of your foot instead of the laces? Now, what David's talking about is in a previous video, when we talked about coming out of the back in the discus, we talked about coming out of the back leading with the inside of our foot, the instep of our foot, rather than kicking down the middle of the circle with the lace of our foot. Now, if you watched all of our videos, something that you saw was that when you throw that discus, everyone talks about the upper body dragging behind. Everyone talks about the upper body lagging behind. Now, the goal of the discus and the way to create the most torque is to keep the discus behind your hip. So a right-handed thrower, the discus is going to be behind the right hip. Well, what you have to realize about the discus is that the upper body never drags. The upper body never moves slowly. The upper body never hesitates. The upper body moves fast. The lower body just moves faster. So what we need to do throughout the whole throw is to get the lower body to cheat. And the way we get the lower body to cheat is we give it a head start. We actually take the lower body and we have the lower body move faster and crisper and more efficiently than the upper body. And one of the ways we do that, something that's probably only going to shave maybe a 20th or a 10th of a second off of your throw, but when you add all these little cheats up, it's going to make a huge difference at the end of your throw. The first way we do that is by leading out of the back of the circle with the instep. Now we're going to show you the differences here on the video and a good drill to help you out. Now to show you the difference, the more traditional way that you'll see throwers when they first start out coming out of the back is to lead with the laces. And it looks like this. In the back of the circle, you're going to get the discus behind the hip. You're going to turn out of the back and drive. So to show you again, you turn out the back and drive. Now when you do it that way, what you notice is that before you can start to drive with the laces, before you can start to drive with the toe and with the knee down that left sector line, what you notice is that your head, your shoulders, and your hips all have to be facing down that left sector line. So you turn and then you drive. Well, by leading with the instep, it's a much faster motion. Leading with the instep, you don't have to wait for your upper body to come around. Again, if the point is for the discus to stay behind the hip, if the point is for the lower body to move faster, why would you want your upper body, your shoulders, and your hips to come around and to catch up in that race? Lower body and the upper body are always in a race. The lower body always has to win. So why would you want that upper body to come all the way around and catch up? You wouldn't. So the way that you correct that is by leading with the instep of the foot. And it looks like this. Same starting position, low in the back, discus behind the hip. Now as you can see, that right leg is still very long. We still get a great drive down that left sector to make that backward step in position. But instead of waiting for our upper body to come around, we're driving through that circle and we're giving our lower body that head start. And that head start is going to carry throughout the entire throw and guarantee that the discus stays behind the hip and that the lower body is beating the upper body to each point, ensuring the most amount of torque. Let me show you one last time. Alright guys, keep those questions coming in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you check out www.primalatc.com. It's our daily blog. Sign up for our newsletter. We have everything up there as far as training tips, throwing technique, everything that you can imagine to make yourself a better thrower and improve your throws on a daily basis. Keep those questions coming in. Thanks a lot.